Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. Welcome to Victoria 3. What a wonderful game. I played a lot of Victoria 2. I'm just a grandmaster at Victoria 2. So this game, without even like looking at anything, without even like watching the developer streams or watching anybody else play, I already know everything. You know what I mean? Like I know everything about this game. You watch this, like if you're new to the channel, you're like, man, I want a guy who just knows. You know what I mean? Like just knows what he's doing. Like you're in the right you're in the right place. Yeah. It's gonna be really good. I don't need to learn the game. Okay, I don't need economic dominance or homogeneity or egalitarian society, nor do I want us. Oh, is it? You can only do a sandbox. Okay, right? I knew that. Also, big numbers guy, okay? I'm a big numbers guy. You could ask me like a really difficult numbers question, you know, like what's 7 times 7? And I could just give you the answer, you know what I mean? I could just make that happen. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to take control of a country. Now, this game comes right after the end of Crusader Kings 3. That Crusader Kings 3, I think, ends in like 15 something. We're picking up here in like 1836. The 200 years in between, nothing really big happens, you know, just not a big deal. Not a lot of shifting on the world stage. We're going to pick a country here, and we're going to try to move it to preeminence. You know what I mean? Like we're going to try to bring it through its industrial revolution into the modern age, or just before the modern age, and it's going to be poised to be a global powerhouse. You know what I mean? Now, what do I like to do? Any game that has the Mediterranean in it, and it's about empire, I always try to restore the Roman Empire. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to restore the Roman Empire. Our first playthrough, very ambitious, going to be very difficult. And of course, where are we going to start to restore the Roman Empire? We're going to do it down here in Carthage. We're going to play as Tunis. We're going to play as Tunis. They're an unrecognized power, which means that they're like super duper strong, but like no one knows that. You know what I mean? So the unrecognized power. They got 13 guys. They have 3 boats, 3 warships, 13 guys. We have a GDP of 690,000 British pounds a year. That's like top 5. That's like top 5 in the world. Okay, that's a lot. Our government style is Baylink. Our religion is Sunni. And you all know that Sunni means that cousins of Muhammad were allowed to incorporate people into the faith. Where Shia, it's only direct descendants of Muhammad who are allowed to bring people into the faith. Big difference there. Okay, so you need to know that. Population of 1.31 million people. We are growing annually at like 17%. Looks like. Arable land, we have 72 arable lands. Our literacy rate, we only have 17% of the people who can't read. Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Standard of living, we're snuggling. Our standard of living right now is snuggling, right? Which means that everybody's just great. We have never fought a war before. Our wars are none. Okay. We're going to allow some achievements. And we're going to go ahead and we're just going to start it up. We're gonna play as Tunis there. We're gonna restore the Roman Empire. Here we go. We got Constantinople right here next to us. You probably remember that from other games. Ooh. It's Wednesday evening, January the 1st of 1836. Wow. Let's go ahead and look. This is the world that we all know here. We have the Middle East. We have what is this called? Anatolia, I believe, this area. Anatolia. We have the Balkans. We have Greece here. We have Italy, which is where we're going to try to take all this back over and reform the Roman Empire. We have the area that will eventually be Germany. It's a silent G, so Germany is going to be up here. And we have France. France is here. We have London up here. This all is London. Very nice. And then we have, it let's stop being funny for a second. It really breaks my heart that we call this stuff Spain. It really should be called Hispania because that's the name of their country. It just, the mind boggles, you know, like just call, it's not even Rome. It's Roma with an A. I don't get it. I don't know why we just don't call, like, we're in school, right? And like these kids are like, oh, we gotta learn Spanish. And it's like, yeah, spend 4 years learning Spanish and then realize you don't even speak Spanish. You speak Espanol. You know, like you say the, anyway, at Morocco, we have Algeria, we got got Afghanistan right here. We got Tripoli to the south. We got to set our sights on something. We have got to figure out where we're going to make our mark. Ooh, Sardinia and Piedmont. Those look weak. Those look weak. Corsica is part of France. We're not even going to mess with that. Algeria, we probably should be friends with Algeria because we're kind of in the same boat. You know what I mean? We're in the same canoe. And I really don't want to take any of this crap down here because why? You know what I'm saying? What would be the point of that? What we got over here? Who are you, friend? Crete? Oh, that's Egyptian, right? Yeah, that's Egypt. We can't mess with that. All the good. Hello. The Ionian Islands. Nobody. Interesting. No one has taken the Ionian Island. I bet they have a guarantee against somebody. Lucca? Interesting. Maybe we take Lucca as part of our foothold back into the Roman Empire. That's really cool. Okay, let's go over here and look. We got a lot of bureaucracy points to spend. We have some authority. We got influence. We got dollars in the bank. Dude, we're doing great. Standard of living is snuggling. Only 17% of the people can't read. Got 1.31 million people with 17% growth every year. We're like number 7 in the world. All right. Happy landowners. Do we have those? Reform the government. Our government has 100% legitimacy. We have an heir. What is this? Active law. Total approval of 4 is due to Sunni strong endorse of the monarchy. National supremacy. Okay. Is that, I guess that's getting our literacy down. Clout. Interesting. Our armed forces. Peasant levies, no home affairs, no police. So what does this mean? Clout, and clout. Then the opposition party. I wonder if these are people who have a say in our government. Like the Sunni have a big say, armed forces have a big say, and rural folk have a big say. So our government and our policies are kind of dictated by these people. The Sunni first, armed forces second, and then rural folk third. With everything else being lost to marginal opposition that can't really influence anything. Interesting. And that's really loud in my ear, the music. I wonder if it's bad for you guys. I hope not. Reserved. Negative in popularity. 5 character health. Careful maneuver chance. Plus 5% authority. So this is what his perks are. Yeah, he's part of the landowner faction. Oh, I don't see the, oh, their landowners are here. Oh, that's 54%. Okay, so this is the ruling party, or the landowners. And then we have, I wonder if we added all that up. So that would be 3 to make 20, 10 to make 30. That's 35. Go over here, let's go ahead and make that 60. So 35 and 60 makes 95. So yeah, there's like 5% somewhere else hiding. So I guess that's 100% together. So this is who, okay. Cool. So these people can always pass whatever they want, even if all these people were opposed to it. Got it. Laws with governmental or movement support. enact 58% chance every 108 days. Okay, so we click on this to enact a law, but it's not going to just make it happen. Every 180 days, I guess there's like Parliament convenes and it does votes. So there'd be a way for us to actually get this to pass, and it's a localized police force. Now, what does it do? Not part of our laws. Okay, so it isn't. And it has to be not part of our laws for us to enact it, because if it was, then you couldn't enact it if it was already there, right? Enable the law enforcement institution. Additional bureaucracy cost of -13. So where's our bureaucracy up here? We're getting plus 63, so we'd be losing 13, so we'd be down to 50. 53. Local police force would provide law enforcement with 10% landowner political strength, -20 state penalties from turmoil. This law is supported by one interest group. So the landowners, we would get more political strength from the landowners, 10% more. And then if we had any turmoil, which I don't know if we do right now or not, then it would reduce turmoil. Interesting. That's cool. And then all these others here we can't do yet. There's something is just not right for them to be taken. So that's cool. So a government. So we do politics, we do government, and this is the way we can do local or governmental laws. So there were 5 of them there. Now this is laws without movement. So these are things that nobody's even thinking about right now because they're not kind of part of our culture. Got it. So this is this is the leader of this sect here. And I guess it says +2. I wonder if that means they don't hate us. I feel like we need to get the armed forces people on our side. Like we kind of need to give them something that they want. They want censorship. Okay, so they want secret police and censorship and a dedicated police force and militarization. Interesting. And then the rural folk, we don't really care because they're just not gonna, they just don't have a seat at the table right now. So our economy, we have a power structure law, we have economy, and we have human rights. What are these little things here? Change free speech law. You have 0 available alternative to free speech. Okay, so right now we have no policing, and we do have an alternative to no policing, which is the limited police force. So if I click on this, then not limited, but local police force. And then we can move up to dedicated after we have this, we can go to dedicated. And that would make more of the armed services people like us. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's try every 180 days to enact this. And then when we get this done, then we'll try to move into dedicated police so that when we come over here to these folks, they'll like, oh, actually they like us a lot now because we're trying to push that through. And then the rural folk, who again have no seat at the table, they're not going to like it at all. Yeah, they don't like, and I suppose this will go down over time as they just get used to it. We really need to have a police force. I mean, that's just kind of a thing, right? So, and I guess the rural people don't like it because then the police are going to come stick their nose where it doesn't belong. But whatever I mean, what we're trying to develop this country, okay? We got things we got to do. Cool. So that was our first foyer into politics. I think we did great. This says we have an unused construction production. What is this? Oh crap, it's the entire world. I forgot that. We could be playing over in the new world, dude. Oh, we could have been down here. That would have been sweet. Playing is Australia. That would have been really cool. That's okay though. It's okay. We're playing as Tunis right now. We're going to fall in love with this. It's going to be great. Okay. So nothing is under construction. We can build some stuff in the urban areas, in the rural areas, or we can do development. Does that say the Panama Canal? Nice. Or the Suez Canal? Even nicer. So the rural people, they didn't get anything, or they're mad at us right now. So let's throw them a bone. And let's give them sulfur mines. Have we already built a sulfur mine? I think these ones here, I mean, we already have one. We already have one sugar plantation, one cotton. 1 sulfur, 1 lead. In the Mediterranean, what do you think people would want in the Mediterranean? Or should we just focus on what? Dude, a tea plantation? Are you kidding? What, tobacco? Tobacco in 1836? Okay. Uses slaves as laborers. Not good. Slaves as laborers. Slaves. Okay. Wow. Not a fishing wharf. Silk. Okay. Slaves. Okay, I'm seeing a recurring theme here. So let's look at the tobacco. Requires one of the following: an enclosure. We can do that. Tobacco increases employment. Clergy, 100 of them per level. So if it's like a level 1, we're gonna get 100 clergy working at the tobacco plantation. We're gonna get 4,000 laborers, 800 farmers, and 100 aristocrats to have tobacco plantations. We're going to lose one of our arable lands. We're going to get +5 urbanization because, you know, you're gonna build up an area, an infrastructure around this tobacco plantation. We're going to lose one of our infrastructure usages, and we're going to get throughput. And it requires 150 building. So this is our arable land. Nope, that's our subsistence farming, and that's our logging camp. So wheat, livestock, logging, substance, lead mine, sulfur, cotton, sugar. Interesting. Is that going to be under development? And then construction, we have nothing. So urban. That's weird. Textile mill. Why do we have something up here? Why do we have this area up here and then this? Oh, potential. Does that mean we can make one of these? So I can't even make my tobacco plantation, I guess. Yeah, I clicked on it and nothing happened. So these are the things we have. And these are the things we possibly can have. So a cotton plantation. That probably would not be a bad idea to have cotton over here in this side of the world. Do I want to do with urban, though? I feel like I want to do urban because I feel like I really want us to kind of take on more of an urban vibe instead of a rural vibe. Government administration. I can have one of those. I can do a food industry. Let's see. If my food industry hooked up with my livestock ranch and wheat industry, that would be pretty freaking amazing. I would love that. What does it say here? Produces groceries, 4.5 per level, or 45 per level. Food consumed. It consumes 40 grain. What are you making? You're making 10 grain. So, but that's level 2? Yeah, it's size 2. So this is 10 per level. So it's making 20 right now. So if we made the food industry, it'd only be running at half hour until we level this up. How does one level it up? Expand. So we could expand this and then build that, or can we do that at the exact same time? Okay, so what is this? I'm building this. I'm expanding it. Construction interaction map. Is this where I'm going to do that? In Tunis. So it's going to go from 2 to 1. Can I do it again? Okay, cool. Great. And then I want to go back. And then in urban, I want to do that. Are you going to put that on the list? Is that on the list? It is. So it's going to say wheat farm, and then food industry. Cool. That's going to take 28 weeks, some more weeks, and then some more weeks because we just don't have that much. But there we go. We're gonna build more wheat farms, and then we're gonna start processing that wheat. And then what gains are we going to get out of that? We're going to employ 4,000 people, and we're going to employ 500 shopkeepers. We're going to get 20 urbanization. We're going to lose 2 of our infrastructure, and then get 1% throughput per level, capped at 21. Okay. We're going to have a food industry, and we're going to need to sell the stuff that we make. So that makes sense to me. I love that. Cool. All right, next. Expensive government goods. We have expensive government goods at least one of our markets. What the crap does that mean? Paper. in the Ottoman market. The Ottoman Empire owns it. What the crap does that mean? Not significant producer of paper. Slightly more expensive. Okay, so we're importing paper from the Ottomans, so through this trade route, but they suck at making paper, and because they're not doing a really good job at it, we are paying a premium for that. Okay, I'm okay with that for right now. I know that it's expensive, but I get it. 13 battalions in reserve, 13 flotillas in reserve, inefficient taxation capacity. So what is the problem here? We have 100% access to the Ottoman market. Our population is, and I know we're actually losing population, and I know that we're struggling, not snuggling. Taxation capacity using 331 of 125, negative 4.5 tax collection. So we need to hire more tax collectors. Textile mills, food industry, and then what's this? A new building? There's a logging camp we can upgrade. There's the livestock and the wheat. There's a conscription center that's on hold or it's being built. There's a port, a naval base, and a barracks. What does this do? Negative 0.5 predicted earnings a week. Not enough qualifications to fully staff it. 300 construction. I don't even know what it does. Arms industry, food, furniture, glass, paper, shipyard, tool making. I need more tax collectors. How does one increase the tax collectors? Because usage is higher than capacity, the following effects are applied. Each point of the taxation capacity in a state allows the efficient taxation of 10,000 pops. If a population of a state outgrows the taxation capacity, the efficiency of all forms of taxation will be reduced. Taxation capacity can be increased through researching certain societal technologies or constructing governmental administration buildings in the state. So governmental administration buildings. This is what we needed. So we're going to do one of those because we don't have one at all. So we're going to build a government building after we build 2 wheat fields and then a deal. All right, cool. All right, all that stuff is done. No active research. Here we go. Military, society, or production. Here we have enclosures. We have manufactoriums. We do not have the cotton gin yet. We do not have fractal distillation, atmospheric engines, the Bessemer process, which I think makes steel, nor intensive agriculture. I have any of that stuff. Military. We have navigation. We have dry docks. We have the Admiralty. We got a standing army. We got military drill. We got gunsmithing and artillery. Here we have urbanization. We have bureaucracy, but we don't have urban planning. And here we have academia. Unlocks university building, private schools, medical degrees. Okay. So we're gonna do academia, and then we're gonna do urban planning, and then probably we're gonna do mass communication, but we'll see. We'll go from there. We're probably not gonna do any military, and we're probably not gonna get any production right now. We're probably gonna get our big brains going, okay? This requires 5,000. We make 50 a tick, so holy crap. We're gonna be nerds for a little bit, okay, folks? That's just gonna happen. All right, we're gonna be nerding it out for a little bit. Budget is looking good. Building's great. Markets. Don't know how to fix the market with the paper, but we're just gonna eat that for right now. Diplomacy. North Africa. Declare interests. Do we have an interest anywhere? Let's say, what is it? These little islands over here. Is that what we had? Anatolia. Where were those little... Oh, we have an interest in Anatolia. No. We have an interest in Algeria. Oh, we can't do North Africa. We can't do the Nile. We can't declare any more interest. We're not there yet. Open... Oh, yeah, we're not doing that either. Technology, I understand. Cultures. Cultures is doing great. Bunch of people who are Sunni. Got some Jewish people. Got some Catholics. Got some animalistic people here. No. Those are 0. That's 0. No, we... Oh, yeah, they're so low that doesn't really matter. Most of us are... Yeah, I got it. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and hit the go button here. We're going to go ahead and play on 2. Because I'm weird like that. And now we're just going to wait. What does it say? Landowners oblige, active, rural folk they're pissed. -10 technology spread. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, okay, hold on. What's all this? I kind of don't like that anytime oh, let me back out of this screen. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, so now when I hold over something, I'm still going to see stuff. Cotton gin is spreading. Cool. Mandatory service is spreading. Mass communication is spreading. So I think what happens is that when you're doing the research stuff, even though we're not specifically focused on researching one of these technologies like mass communication, we're still getting points. We're getting 12 to 37 points every tick just because the world knows about it, and you can't help but not hear some things. You can't help but not hear some things about these this stuff. What is this? The liberals, anti-clerical, Republican, and anti-slavery. They're pissed about something, so we're losing 10% of our prestige every month because of them. What? The intellectual used to be marginalized and now they're influential? Did that just happen overnight? There's 1,000 of them. In a country of 1 million people, 1.3 million people, 1,000 are now influential. Oh yeah, here we are enacting our police force. Yeah, nice. Nice. We're trying to work out, like, what does that mean? What is this, +3? Okay, yeah, we have 3 buildings in the queue. Lovely. We're going to go ahead and kick it up to 3. The Dutch-Spanish rivalry is declared. Who should we rival? We want to rival Greece. Hey, Greece, can we rival you? Interactions. Oh, we have nothing. We can't do anything. Why? We have no diplomats. Is that what I'm seeing? Oh, we have diplomats here with this guy. We can expel their diplomats. We can damage relations. We can improve relations. Sicilian-British rivalry declared. Declare rival. Generates 1 prestige each day toward raising relations to a minimum of -20, resulting in the relations decreasing every negative 100 days if no other relation actions are at work. Having a rivalry with Egypt grants the following benefits: plus 300 influence. So if we click on Egypt, we cannot declare the rivalry. At least one of these has to be true. The rank of Egypt is equal to unrecognized regional power, or it is equal to unrecognized power. Morocco is an unrecognized power. Hey. Ah, we have rivaled you. Take that, dude. I can't believe how much we just rivaled that guy in front of everybody on the world stage. I bet he is so mad right now. There's nothing he can do about it. Expensive military goods in the Ottoman market. What is it? Cannon? Much more expensive. The price icon shows expensive or cheap a good is relative to the base price of that good. These icons range from very cheap to base price to very expensive. Cannot set priority on artillery in the Ottoman market since you are not part of the market. So I'm not part of the market, I just have access to it. So these are the prices of cannon everywhere. So everyone looks like it's paying that for the cannon. That's okay. That's not a big deal. I mean, I guess it is a big deal, but there's nothing I can do about it. Look at this. People love me. Look how many more loyalists we have. So good. So good. What is this? Radicals? That's 130 radicals. Man, people are going to get pissed. Because we are definitely going to have to start moving away from religion. Like, that's just not going to be something we can tolerate if we want to try to get people to read. I assume. Garrisons are looking good. Navy is nice. Got a monthly price. How quick are these months going by? Okay, I see. That's a week then, is it? So that's a whole week. So you're going to get 4 of those a month. Okay. That's not that bad. Wow. We are importing a bunch of stuff. That's a little scary, actually. Declare an interest. Establish a colony. Ooh. Not that we can do that, but where would you put colonies at? Feels like everyone is already kind of settled. I wonder if it's like, I don't think colonies are going to be a big part of it. Is that my wheat farm? Is it 16 weeks? About halfway done. I don't even know if we need that money, but I'm so sorry. I don't even know if we need that wheat, but I assume if we're going to build the production thing that we need to have that wheat ready to go. I can't believe we're going to get our police here in a second. That's going to be so cool. Once we get police, like, that's going to open up so much more stuff, you know? Like, people are going to really be like, man, this guy cares. You know, like, this guy, he's getting us police. And what are we doing here with this? Like, what is it? What happens when this gets full? Is that like our treasury? So, like, if it's green, it's like, hey, man, you got money in the bank. You're doing great. You paid off all your debt. Like, you're doing wonderful. I just wonder. I wonder what this is. I wonder if this is... I bet that little ticker isn't saying, like, this is how close you are to getting what you want. I bet that ticker is like, if you can't get this above 50% when this gets to 0, then you're sunk. I bet that's what that is. So it's going to come down to the wire because we're almost at 50. But I think we got this in the bag. Yeah. We now have local police forces. Gain from changing to local police force enables a law enforcement institution. Local police forces providing law enforcement with yada 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 yada. Interest group approval changes from enacting local police force. Endorse the recent change. The armed forces endorsed it. The bourgeoisie, like the ruling class, who are marginalized, they endorsed it, and the intellectuals opposed it, and the rural people opposed it. I don't know why you would. Like the police, we're nowhere near the police state. You know what I mean? Like we're not near anything like really wicked. Number of investment levels is 1. Laws. Okay. So it looks like we really can't do anything right now as far as laws go, except for that with a localized police force. And we now have a law enforcement institution. What does it say? Increase law enforcement investment level. Effective level 2. But we just get better at it. We just get better at it. We kind of like, it's not that we're passing the law. It's not that we're passing the law to move up to dedicated police force. We're just making that institution of a police force. Where was it? We're just making that institution of a police force more of a thing. We're making them more, like, better trained. We're making more of them. Standardized policing strategies. Let's do that. Yeah, let's go ahead and start working for it. I mean, I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're spending to make that happen. But I think it would be better in the long run for the country to have a police force, and for that police force to be more professional, more modernized. Oh, I wonder if the people in the rural areas are pissed because they use slaves, and like a police force would, you know, like, I don't know. I don't know why they're mad. We have 5 construction a week, it says. We're using all 5 of those to make the wheat farms. Which I guess is good, but there's a part of me too that would like it if it would, if I could like put at least one on the other wheat farm so that like some of that work is getting done. But whatever, it's cool. It's cool. Is there anything that we have that we can start selling? I wonder. Like if we have some of this wheat, extra wheat for a little bit, I wonder if we can sell some of it. What is this? Negative 18. So we're currently we're buying groceries. But if we that would be something good that we need to do. We need to start not buying groceries. Like right now we're buying grain and linen and clothes and bells and chairs and fish. We need to start building as much as we can. We need to start closing this gap down. Let's watch. Where's this at? We have a week left on this. So let's watch. Where was that at? That was the market. We're at negative 310 or 317. Let's watch this, and it should go down to negative 307 because we're getting 10% per. Right? So we just expanded the wheat field. Let's go look at the market. It only went down 1, but let's give it a couple of days and let's see if because I assume that, oh there, yeah, negative 288. So yeah, that made like a little dent. And I think it takes a moment for those buildings to like ramp up. So this wheat farm, what does this say? No automatic expansion. None of these buildings in this group are being automatically expanded. Let's see. What is substance farming? Goods produced. A little bit of liquor, a little bit of fabric, a little bit of wood, a little bit of furniture, a little bit of service, a little bit of clothes, a little bit of grain. And then the logging camp just does wood. And then this just does fabric and meat. So we need to move away from substance farming, and we need to start replacing them with things that make fabric, with things that make furniture, with things that make clothes. Interesting. That's a really neat mechanic. I love that. How you get 67 of these that kind of do a bunch of crap. So at the beginning, you actually have a fighting chance. And then later, you're going to have to start clearing this stuff out and making it a little bit more organized. I love that. Super cool. Super cool. Okay, so let's go back to look at our imports here, our markets. negative 270. I assume with the next one, it'll go down another 40. So I assume with the next one will be at 230 import on that. What else are we importing here that's a little expensive? Tea, paper, the cannons are down there. Furniture. I bet we could make our own furniture. We need to build another wood place so that we could bring in wood and then we'd make furniture. I wonder if there's a way to spend money to speed up production of stuff. What can we spend our money on? Oh, we have a budget. Okay, so we have our taxation level, which is right here in the middle. We have our income. We have the one state. We have reserves. That's what I was saying earlier, right? We have reserves, which is good. We don't have any principal to pay on any loan. We have a credit. Cool. Consumption taxes. We're not going to price anything like soda pop or alcohol. I think that's what that means. And then here, this is how much we take in taxes, and this is how much we spend our stuff. What is this? Switch entire construction sector to wood buildings, iron frame, steel, or arc welding. Government wages are pretty minimal. Military wages are pretty minimal. We have no welfare payments. We have no subsidies, diplomatic pacts, interest, or additional expenses. Interesting. Is there a way for us to start pouring money into other things? What is this? Popular support. Is there a way for us to spend money on something? What is this? Outlaw dissent and censorship. We can't do those. This just has a movement, right? This is just some people who want to see that happen. Okay. Again, we have no laws and we're doing our institution. Well, it would be really neat to know what money goes to. Poll tax, tariff, minting, income taxes. Like, what can we use our money for? Right? Like, I feel like that would be something we could do. Lower taxes on people. Increases the standard of living. Right now, people are struggling. That'd be negative $500. Right now, we're making... Well, let's go ahead and let's lower taxes. Let's lower taxes so people have a higher standard of living. I mean, our reserves are almost full, and I don't know what else to spend the money on. I could pay government wages more, but I don't think that'd be a good idea. Yeah, we're playing the keep running the game here. Population, political strength. Talk to some people. See what they have to say about things. We're gonna get this up. Don't worry. We're gonna get the standard of living up. 8.3 is no bueno. We lowered their taxes, so we're not having to pay as much. It would be nice to know what to do with money. That'd be super duper nice. +1, yep. Wonder if you can... No, you just do... Okay, textile mill. We would need more fabric, which means we would need to upgrade our pig pens. Our logging camp, it's 3 out of 9. We could expand the logging camp, and then we could open up a paper mill. Like, that would help. Is a paper mill urban? What is this? Oh, we can expand governmental. Yeah. We need to figure out how we're going to do our... We're getting yelled at, too, for tax capacity. But what we were going to go do, what was it? What were something we were bringing in a lot of? Furniture. Yeah. We're going to do more... We're going to do more woodworking, more logging camps, so we can actually build furniture. But we need to have a... We need to be exporting logs instead of importing logs. So I guess what I'm going to do is expand the logging camp after that. Okay. And then when the logging camp gets up and running, let me go look at urban, and I suppose it's going to be furniture maker. It is, and it needs 45 per level. We're going to do that. And then we're going to go back to buildings. We're going to go to rural, and then we're going to bring the logging camp back up again. Okay, so we're going to do food, groceries, wood, furniture, wood. See how that goes. And right now, I mean, everything's going pretty good. All we have to do is worry about the Ottomans screwing up the market, but so far, so good. Oh, our infrastructure is plus 27. Cool. It doesn't tell us what our unemployment is. It tells everybody else what their unemployment is. Yeah, I like plus 27. That looks good. It's super good. Yeah, now we have full money. Now I wonder, what do we do? What do we spend our money on? What do we spend our money on? What is this? People... Oh, that authority? So this is gonna make us dollars. Yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be nice to know what I can spend my money on. I guess it's just more things, more buildings. Whatever. Alright, our food industry. It'll take 84 weeks for that thing to come online. Maybe we should put in one of those things that makes stockpiling gold. Nice. Gold can be bought or sold. Okay, so now we're just stockpiling gold. Like, we have so much money that we're just buying gold and stockpiling it. And if we ever need to, we can just sell that gold. Nice. Hey, look, we're at 4 in the world. We're up from 7 to 4. Nice. Look, man, it's been a hard road, but I think I did it. And that's down to 250. We're gonna need a lot more grain. We need a lot more grain. Garrison, army, recruited general. State religion, national supremacy. Yeah, it'd be nice though, something you can do with that money. Instead of just kind of sitting around waiting a lot. We're waiting a lot, you know, we're just waiting. Trade actions. La 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 la. Might be time for me to go to sleep, boys. This game, when it first came out, it got great reviews, and then slowly the reviews started going to mix. But if I know anything about Paradox, like I know that sometimes they'll release a not finished game, but I know they stick with it, and I know they make it really something special. But it's just kind of their thing. They just release games that aren't finished. And this one actually looks really good, but I'm sure there's some things that people who really, really, really know a lot about Victoria 2, I'm sure there are some things they're looking at going, why is that doing that? That doesn't make any sense, and this is why, you know. Go ahead and move on up. Is that thing building 2 of those at once? Or is it just saying that that's next? Yeah, it's just doing it one at a time. It'd be nice to figure out how to make more construction. Auto expand. The workforce, laborers, slaves. Construction, yeah. I saw one that was like, ooh, a skyscraper, Big Ben, a mosque. I saw one that was like a, it's a like building, like a construction something. Where'd it go? No. Construction sector. There we go. Oh, we have our deal unlocked. Nice. Okie dokie. Academia. We're going to build a construction center after this. It's going to give us +2 of those bad boys. Okay, we're going to hit that. We're going to hit this. And we're going to build one of those when we get done. Then we're going to go to our technology. And then academia gave us access to a university, private schools for law, romanticism, technology, medical degrees technology, and empiricism technology. So good. Academia. Love it. And then we probably want to get city planning because it gives +5 construction sector max level, infrastructure from population, and maximum infrastructure from park. And then market square, iron frame buildings, law enforcement, and then modern sewage. So yep, we're going to do urban planting next. Ooh, currency standards would be pretty sweet. Modern sewage might be going there next. And then mass communication is almost halfway done. That's cool. Then what we see over here, realism, the camera, film, mass propaganda. Interesting, interesting, interesting. And then production, I don't think we need... Oh, we're getting some cotton gin stuff. And then what was in military? Oh, mandatory service. Yeah, cool. Cool, cool, cool. And now, when we go to buildings, in urban, we're going to have some more things to build, like a university. Or a... Maybe it's in rural. Nope. Is it development? Nope. Wow. University is the only one we can build. Innovation, paper. Approximately 0.2 per level gain of wages, urbanization, infrastructures, and throughput. Do a university down here. Gotta have one of them. Gotta have one of them. Alright, we are off. $38 weeks until we get our food maker. And then the cool thing about the food maker is that the grain we have, and I don't know if it's quote quote extra grain, but we do have a lot of grain being produced now. That's going to go into this. So hopefully we're not going to be losing money. If anything, because it's going to go through a second processor, hopefully it'll be worth even more. You know what I mean? Oh, what is this? Hold on here. Stand by. We click on that. Maintain a single crop. Citrus orchards. Vineyard. Wow, weird. Ox plowed. Harvesting tool. Tools. Interesting. Decreases employment. Laborers are saved. 200 less. So, if you don't have a bunch of laborers, and I don't really know if this is running at full capacity on laborers. I really kind of wish it would tell me. Okay, it'd be neat if I could click on this. And it just say like, I need 500 people working here. I've only got 300. Then I would know like, oh, it's losing. It's losing. Like it's not being as efficient as it could be. But I don't think that's the problem. But if it was the problem, fruit, sugar. It takes in fruit and sugar and makes wine. And it gives you, if you needed to employ shopkeepers. The citrus orchard here, it just, we take in grain. And we make fruit sugar. Interesting. Very interesting. Butchering tools. Huh. Standard fences. Unrefrigerated. Privately owned. Alright, keep going. These are little buttons here. I didn't know that. Cannon. Cavalry scouts. Standardized infantry. Wound dressing. Okay. Interesting. Oh, we're almost at an hour here. We'll see if we can get this last little thing built. We'll see how our grocery bill goes. What is undeserved blame? What that? Oh, what is this? Some Maghrabia people are unfairly blaming the poor living conditions in Tunisia on their Turkish neighbors. We must all learn to live together. Work on cultural rift for 5 years. Plus negative 5% authority. Ignore it. Add -1 to the standard of living modifier for Turkish to Tunisia. I don't see what it says. Add -1 standard of living modifier for Turkish. Oh, so if you're Turkish living in Tunisia, you get a -1 modifier. We're going to learn to live together. That's what we're going to do. Learn to live together. What can I use my authority on? Oh, this stuff? Like to reform the government? Oh, gosh. That's if I wanted to change. Yeah, like if I wanted to change some stuff. I do not want to do that. Not right now. Still no more laws I can do. Hey, but look at that. We have our police at level 2. Everybody likes that. 26 weeks. Let's get this built and just kind of see how it goes. Then the next thing we kind of need to build, I suppose, is the tax office, so we can get more money. Even though we're not really using that money for anything, maybe the tax office can be put down a little bit. The governmental thing, we can go down a little bit. Then we'll do the logging camp, the furniture, logging camp, then construction sector, then university. Okay. Oh, you have a construction sector already. Or no, we don't. We're going to add one. We're going to add one. And then, yeah, expand it. There we go. And then it'll be expanded one day. Like this one. This one has 2 expansions coming. This one has a expansion coming. All right, what we got? How many more months? How many more months? 15 weeks. Look at that. We have 7,000 people pissed at us now. At the beginning, we had like 8 people who are mad. We have 31,000 people who are great, but that number is falling for some reason. Probably should be green and not red because it's increasing, and that one should be red because it's decreasing. Imagine if you're like the leader of the Ottoman Empire and you're like, we're building a grocery store. Oh, we slipped. We slipped back down to 105. Someone's better than us. It's okay, don't worry. We're going to get this figured out. I mean, really, we don't even need... Like, if we're importing this stuff as it is now, like, just keep importing it. I mean, we're back up to 353 there, so just import it. Just import it and start producing the raw goods, and you can turn around and sell those to your own people, you know? I'm kind of thinking that. But we're so close now, you know, might as well just kind of let this one slide in and see what happens. We'll reevaluate in a moment. Only got 3 weeks left. All right. And my food industry. Boom. Not making any dollars right now. It's okay. Just takes a second for the productivity to ramp up. 10.5. Nice. That's up there with our urban center, man. That's great. Are we importing? Importing a little bit more. Yeah. Currently we have an imbalance where we're bringing in more than we send out. What about our groceries? Is there a grocery one? There's fruit. We're actually selling some fruit. Right here, we're only importing negative 18 now. Like, we're making a lot of our own, so that's cool. Pop consumed plus 75. Purchased for slaves. I'll tell you, when we have to do the slave thing, like we have to abolish that, like it's gonna get rough. And then more wood, and then after that will be the furniture maker. And then we're at 1 hour and 3 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it, and I'm gonna go ahead. Ooh, what is that? Click to lock. Oh, it's this thing. Yeah. Click to lock it and unlock. Ooh. Input goods shortage. Artillery input shortages in the Ottoman market. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. I'm gonna post this video, and I need to post it. I'm gonna mess up my typical schedule. I'm gonna post this video earlier, just so I can hear your feedback, whether you want to keep playing this or not. It gets pretty crazy. It's not a... as you can see, it doesn't go too quick, and it's a lot like Crusader Kings, but it's not as difficult to kind of get your head around. Like, a lot of this stuff is just kind of like, you know, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like, if we took over this place, we would eventually build a choo-choo train to run between this capital and that capital, because you kind of need it. And it's cool because you get to see the choo-choo train on the map and jazz. And then eventually you get to the point where you just have corporations that you're sponsoring. So instead of like us having to go build something somewhere, like these wood things, like instead of us specifically building the wood, the lumber mills, we just tell them like, hey, we're going to give you some money and you're going to go do it. And they're like, oh, cool, yeah. And then, you know, we'll split the profits, right? Defamatory articles. Ooh. A newspaper called the Tunisian Evening Post has printed a bigoted article about the Equatorial Bantu people living there. We can suppress the article or we can let it be released. If we suppress it, we get more negative authority. And if we ignore it, then the standard of living goes down. So we're going to suppress it. We don't really want to encourage that. We don't want the standard of living to go down. Look, it's going up. It was at 8.4 and now it's at 9.4. So yeah, it went up a little bit. Yay! People are still struggling, right? But they're getting up there. I kind of wish we could do some welfare stuff. That would be super nice. But I guess our technology is just not there yet. But it would be super duper cool if we could do something to help people. But anyway, you know, see the game. Tell me how you like it. Tell me if it's something that we want to continue playing. And if we want to continue playing it, cool. You know, I will just pick up right back here where we leave off. And if it's something that we don't like, then that's also cool too. Not gonna force us to watch and play a game that we don't like. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.